Welcome back to Living Local. It is time to check in with the movie Mike for what is new at the movies.
Okay.
All right, Mike. Well, we have two really interesting movies, kind of fun movies coming up. We'll get into that. But
you insist? Okay.
Yeah, last week we had a fun time.
We did. Strays.
How was it?
Great.
Wow.
You and I were so looking forward to this. This is the filthy-mouthed talking dog movie.
Can't wait.
Can't wait. I know. I was very worried, to be honest. I was looking forward to it, but a little worried that 10 minutes of this would be just enough, and it was going to go on for 90. No, they keep that conceit going for the full 90, and it stays funny for the full 90, which was great. This, in case you have forgotten, is the story of an adorable little terrier voiced by Will Ferrell, who belongs to the world's worst human being, played by Will Forte. Will Forte hates his dog for reasons passing understanding. He drives him many hours out of the way, leaves him in an alley, and says, okay, good luck, buddy. And the little terrier then spends the rest of the movie kind of wanting to get back to Will Forte. He meets other talking dogs, voiced by Jamie Foxx and Isla Fisher and Randall Park, who tell him basically that, no, your owner hates you, does not want you to come back. And then it becomes a revenge road trip where the terrier wants to go back and do unspeakable things to Will Forte. This is a riot. The reason it's so funny, beyond the fact that the jokes are just fast and really dirty, is that it was made clearly by people who get dogs. And so there are jokes about how they think that a fireworks display is a terrorist attack, and about how they have to turn around 3 times in a circle before they go to sleep, and how the postman is out to get them, and how the reason that humans pick up their dogs' leavings during walks in little plastic bags is because they turn it into chocolate, and that's why they don't feed dogs chocolate. It's brilliantly funny. It's so well observed, and I have to say, the animal effects, the visual effects of the talking dogs work really, really well. There's sometimes moments where you can see that the eyes don't match what's going on with their mouths, but it's very infrequent, and in the meantime, it is a hoot. Tyler, I laughed for 90 minutes solid. I was tired at the end of the movie from laughing so hard.
So now that you've seen it, this is still not the movie you want to take your kids at all. Right?
Oh, no. Do not do that. No, do not. Plenty of other dog movies you can take them to. Plenty of other talking dog movies you can take them to, but don't do it with this one.
Now, this next movie, a teenager might enjoy it, especially maybe a young adult who maybe has a
55-year-old man enjoyed it.
There you go.
There you go.
Oh, you've already seen it.
I have seen it. I have seen Gran Turismo.
Yeah.
Yes, this is kind of a video game adaptation / inspirational Triumph of the Underdog sports film, which is interesting. It is a true story about a young video game player named Jan Mardenborough. He's from Wales, and he enters a competition where they are basically pitting all sorts of sim racers against each other, and the winner of this competition actually gets to ride a real live race car and can apply for their racing license and have sponsorship by Nissan. It's a crazy story that actually was true, and our hero of the movie now is a professional racer who has about 250, 300 races under his belt. The movie doesn't have a single surprise in it. It is about as sports flick formula as you could possibly ask for, and every time he wins a race, he wins it, of course, in the last nanosecond of time, right before everything goes awful. But it's still a lot of fun, and it has tremendous editing and great sound effects, cool visual effects too. You might have noticed where he's actually in a race car, but he imagines that it's the simulator at home, and it's really well acted. An actor, a British actor named Archie Madekwe plays the lead. He's tremendous. David Harbour from Stranger Things is fantastic. Orlando Bloom from the Lord of the Rings movies. It's filled with great people. It's well directed. The only downside is that there's nothing surprising in it, but that's not the worst thing you can get from an inspirational sports movie. So I had a good time.
Sounds interesting.
It's really fun.
Yeah. And honestly,
and if you've played the game, you'll get into it even
back
more.
some memories or something like that. This next movie, he's not really looking forward to it.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not at all.
I don't know if it's really because of the script or...
Oh, it's because it's Liam Neeson with a gun. Again. He does 4 or 5 of these a year, it seems like. In the first year of the pandemic, in 2020, we had like 4 of them come out within 3 months. So he's clearly just stockpiling these things to, attack us with. Okay, so here we go. I know a lot of you folks like Liam Neeson movies, so I'm going to try to stay positive. This is about a middle-aged father who one day is driving his kids to school. There's a phone that rings in the car, doesn't belong to the kids, doesn't belong to Liam Neeson. He picks it up, and there is a very scary sounding voice in the other end saying, "I'm going to blow up your car."
That was good.
And thank you very much. And I've had practice because I've seen this preview a lot. And what has to happen is that Liam Neeson is forced to drive all around town. If he tries to get out of the car, they'll blow up the car. If he tries to stop the car, they'll blow up the car. Sounds a whole lot like a movie called Speed from 1994 with Keanu Reeves and Sandra Bullock not being allowed to stop a bus. And so there you have it. It's Liam Neeson. Oh, and I forgot to mention the gun. Yeah, there's a gun in the glove compartment because, of course, there is. And but it's going to be a typical Liam Neeson thriller. Hopefully, it'll be fun. Every once in a while, a couple of them are. It has some good people in the supporting cast, as Beth Davids. It has Arian Moayed from Succession. It does have Matthew Modine for people who like that sort of thing. So I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I get paid. I have to see it regardless. So, well, some people might choose to.
At least Strays might make up for.
Strays is great. Gran Turismo's great. Oppenheimer's still out. Barbie. There's lots of things to see at the theater, folks. I promise you.
Hey, make sure you guys are here next week. We have a really good movie coming out.
Can't wait. You're excited.
I'm excited. It might be a movie I actually might review instead of Mike giving a little break. But
stay tuned, folks.
We'll get into that later on.
Yes, indeed.
Mike, thank you for coming and hanging out with us today.
Pleasure.
Again, Strays, not a movie you take your kids to, but you probably will be hurting once you leave because laughing so much. Gran Turismo and Retribution. They are out today. You can, of course, read Mike's movie reviews on that rcreader.com. And for more information on today's movies, you can head over to our quadcities.com. More Living Local continues after the break.